Hello there, Cancer. Deb here from Star Lotus Tarot, here to do your general reading from April the 15th to the 30th. I've turned over the 5 cards here, or laid out the 5 cards. We're going to turn them over now and see what energies are surrounding you for this time period. The first card we have is the 8 of Swords, and the 8 of Swords is upright. This is your general energy for this time frame, Cancer. The next card we have is the energies you kind of come into this time frame with, and that is the 8 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Pentacles is upright. The next card we have is the Moon, and the Moon is reversed, followed by the Emperor, and the Emperor is upright. And lastly, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles is upright. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to do my interpretation of what I feel the cards are representing here, Cancer. So far, we have the general energy of you guys, and that is of the 8 of Swords, and it's upright. The 8 of Swords basically speaks of a feeling of restriction. It seems like Cancer is feeling restricted in some way for some reason. Sometimes the swords for me just represent thoughts. Not always. I mean, they can be representing communication as well, but mostly it's our thoughts. And when I see it in the 8 of Swords, I generally feel like we have put ourselves in this sort of self-imposed prison because of our thoughts. Sometimes we feel we are trapped in a situation when in reality we aren't. But we just don't know how to get to where we want to go. You see that this woman's all wrapped up and she has a blindfold on. She could probably get out of this little get-up and take the blindfold off and just slip in between those swords. However, she doesn't feel that it's that simple. The energy of the 8 swords around her it's very real. I know when any of us are in this situation, it's very real to us, and it's so simple for people to tell us, well, you know, just start thinking differently and get out of that mode of thought. Easier said than done. And it looks like Cancer is struggling with something that's making them feel a little bit restricted. We'll go ahead with the reading and see what else is going on here. The next card we have, these are energies coming into this time frame. This is the 8 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Pentacles is upright. This card basically speaks of the apprenticeship. This is the Pentacles, so it's dealing with earthly matters such as finances and security and so forth. It looks like perhaps some of you Cancers out there are looking to get maybe this feeling of being restricted and bound could have something to do with finances, and perhaps Cancer needs to find a way to maybe earn a little bit more money. So this card would make sense because this is the card of the apprenticeship. It's learning something new in the hopes of it gaining you some financial accolades or security or something like that. So that makes sense, I suppose. And then we're moving on to the next card, which is the Moon, and the Moon is reversed. This is Major Arcana. You do have 2 Major Arcana in this reading. The Moon, when it's upright, it basically speaks of sometimes delusions, deceptions, things, just not seeing things clearly because we don't really see things in the middle of the night when the moon is out. We don't see things as clearly as when the middle of the day when the sun is shining. So the moon can just represent things either being hidden or kept from us, or some type of deception. However, when it's reversed, this is learning of the deception. It's understanding something that perhaps you didn't understand before. It's coming out of the delusions, the confusion. It's having perhaps somebody set us straight about something. It could be someone comes along and tells you this is how it is, and you just have to deal with it, kind of thing. So we move on from that to the towards the end of the month, and we have the energy of the Emperor, and the Emperor is upright. This is good card to see. It's good energy. It's good solid energy. It's again major arcana, so it's strong energy, and it's definitely coming in for Cancer. And this is an authority figure. He could represent a boss. He could represent a father or father figure, or someone who just kind of comes in, and he's pretty straightforward. He's very authoritative, and like what he says kind of goes. You know, if this were a legal situation, he could just be representing a judge who comes down and sort of says this is how it's going to be. And when he's upright, he's definitely looks like his energies are working with you. So you definitely are having some good energy going towards the end of the month here, Cancer, because the next card too is the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is a wonderful card to see, especially if what's had you bound was a financial situation, or feeling like you don't know what to do on a financial or security level, because you do have the card of the Apprenticeship here coming into this 2-week period, and going out you have the Ace of Pentacles. So it looks like perhaps this represents an offer. Again, it's the Pentacles, so it's an offer of something tangible. It's a financial or security offer, but it's an ace, so it's kind of in its infancy. It's a small offer that could turn into something really big. Nonetheless, it is an offer, and it's upright. So I would say that overall here, Cancer, you do have a pretty good reading, because all you have going against you in a sense is could be your own thoughts, or it could be a situation that makes you feel restricted. So you're struggling a little bit on that mental level, because again, the thoughts, right? But it looks like if finances is what's making you feel restricted, you don't have to fear, because you're going to get into something that will help you along the financial help you with the financial situation. The Moon in reverse here is just something coming to light that probably should have or needed to come to light. Maybe it's just something that Cancer was a little bit confused about, perhaps in March or maybe early April. But the truth is going to come to light. So it could be sometimes a little bit difficult to deal with the truth, but it doesn't look like it's anything that's really going to throw you off kilter, because you end the month with some really nice strong energy, that of the Emperor and that of the Ace of Pentacles. So you definitely finish very strong overall. Pretty good reading there, Cancer. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I hope it resonated with some of you. And if it did, please feel free to like, share, subscribe, make a comment. Until next time, Cancer, you take care. Okay, bye.